one of the movies that gets talked about, yeah, every once in a while there are these movies that come along that it's like, yeah, I don't know that that's ever going to happen. The New Gods one that Ava DuVernay was supposed to do, I never really thought that one was gonna happen. But we've all heard about these movies being developed, and we think, I don't think that's going to happen. One such movie for me is Indiana Jones 5. They keep saying they're going to do it,
right?
And they keep doing it. That being said, I never thought Indiana Jones 4 was ever going to happen either. And lo and behold, well, we wish it never happened, but
did it happen? I think that I must.
Are we in denial about that one?
I think that I've just kind of blocked that one out. What was it? Indiana Jones and the what is it called?
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even the title should have told us.
I know. I feel like that just sounds like no disrespect to animation, but it sounds like an animated cartoon.
It does. It really does. It sounds like something that Robot Chicken would parody for them or something like that. So they've been talking about Indiana Jones 5 for a while. A lot of drama. Steven Spielberg was going to do. First of all, it had tons of delays. This thing was supposed to be in theater a while ago. Had tons of delays. Then Steven Spielberg leaves. Then we got the director of Logan come on board with it, which is very exciting and cool. They keep saying they're going to do it. Well, this morning we actually got some concrete stuff that makes it look like maybe they actually are moving forward with it. By the way, Iconic Reaction sends us a super chat badge in the live chat. Thank you, Iconic. And that is in the form of a casting of one of the hottest talents in Hollywood right now. Deadline is reporting, and Walt Disney sent out a publicity statement saying Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who, of course, tons of awards for Fleabag. She's one of the writers on the new James Bond film. She's got that Mr. and Mrs. Smith coming up. With Childish
She's also
Gambino.
a writer on what's that show that I love that I hate the name? Killing Eve.
That's right. She's an executive producer and a writer on Killing Eve.
Yeah.
She is like one of the hottest names in the business right now. Well, now add on top of that, she's now going to be a part of one of the most iconic film franchises in film history with Indiana Jones 5. This comes to us from Deadline writes, following the confirmation at the Disney Investors presentation in December that the next film was a go, Lucasfilm and director James Mangold, who of course directed Logan, look to have their sights set on Harrison Ford's first new co-star in the new installment of the Indiana Jones franchise. Sources tell Deadline Phoebe Waller-Bridge is set to co-star opposite Ford in the 5th installment, with Ford returning as everyone's favorite fedora-wearing, whip-slinging archaeologist. And again, a few moments after this report came out, I got an email from Disney Publicity saying, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is in Indiana Jones 5. So it's like, okay. First of all, let's talk about this for a second. She really is one of the hottest people in the business right now. Because not only is she also doing, Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Gambino, she's also an executive producer on that. Killing Eve is one of the hottest shows in the world. It's fantastic. I don't know if you guys watch Killing Eve.
It's so good.
Robert Meyer Burnett was the first one to turn me on to that show. And it's fantastic. And then, of course, all the acclaim she got for Fleabag, and now she's writing James Bond, and now she's going to be in Indiana Jones. So good time to be Phoebe Waller-Bridge. This is a good time to be her. For Indiana Jones 5, number one, it's never a mistake to add talent, and they're obviously adding great talent here. So good on them for that. The first word, though, that still comes to my mind when I think of Indiana Jones is why? Of Indiana Jones 5. Now, don't get me wrong. I love movies. I got a special place in my heart for action films with older leads. I think it's great. Whether you're talking about Expendables or you're talking about some other things like that. I just watched Nobody with Bob Odenkirk, and Christopher Lloyd plays his dad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, Todd. I was in the theater watching
it.
And he's got like an action kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah. Harrison Ford today, I believe, is like 7 or 8 years older than Sean Connery was when he was playing his dad in the last one. So, I mean, I don't know. I still, call me a doubting Thomas, but I still have my doubts that this movie actually gets made. But it does look like they're moving forward with it. Anyway, Aaron, you heard about this. What do you think about Waller-Bridge joining Indiana Jones 5?
You know what I love about Phoebe Waller-Bridge is that she is such a beautiful example of how hard work and talent are really the secrets of success. Everybody, no, I shouldn't say the word everybody. A lot of people always look for what's that thing and what's the magic key and what should I do? And everybody's looking for a quick fix on how do I become a super successful actor? How do I become a super successful writer? How do I become a super successful producer? And Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she came onto the scene with Fleabag as the leading lady of this show that was, arguably almost a British version of Sex and the City. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the first 10 minutes of Fleabag, the first episode, the first season, it goes there. It goes there. And that's what I always say whenever I was telling my friends about this. My friend James McDaniel, who's an actor who was on NYPD Blue for 13 years. He played Detective Fancy. He was the one who said, there is this show starring and written by this incredible woman that no one is talking about. And you got to watch this show. And so I watched it. I fell in love with it. And then, of course, it just exploded. Her career exploded. But then you find out that she's got her fingers in all of these pots. She's just been doing the work, you know, and she didn't come on the scene as what at the time was described as the traditional great beauty, but she came in as this leading lady playing this role that was so captivating and so electric that she became the leading lady. She has rewritten what it means to be a leading lady in Hollywood and is now playing those roles that were previously given to people that fit in a certain box. And that is what I absolutely love about her, is that she is proof that the rules are not written in stone. And that if you have talent and you work your ass off, that you can create whatever reality you want. You can look at someone like Angelina Jolie and go, you know what? I look nothing like her. I am nothing like her, but I'm going to play that role. And she's doing it. It's like I love that about her. And so I think that she's a phenomenal talent, an incredible beauty, a brilliant writer, and yeah, I just have a lot of respect for her. And I think that she's certainly someone that everyone in the industry who's looking for the key or the one answer she's a really good role model to follow as an artist.
Yeah, and she's not just the other thing that's so impressive about her is that she's not just acting. I mean,
she's
executive producing,
doing
writing, and it's you can have a good debate about at which one is she having the most success at right now. Now we just got to wait for her to get a feature film as a director and see what she can do.
I mean, look at Tina Fey. She has a bit of a Tina Fey aspect.
She does.
To her.
There's a Tina Feyism about her, isn't there? Yeah.
Right, because even like Tina Fey, she wrote Mean Girls, which was one of the biggest hits of the 2000s. I don't remember exactly what year it came out, but even still, it spawned a Broadway show, and it launched Lindsay Lohan's career even further than where it was at that point. Rachel McAdams did wonders for her as well. And even though it was a comedy, it still had like these messages that were universal that everyone could relate to. So a lot of similarities there as well.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about this news? I still don't think this movie's going to happen despite all the evidence to the contrary. But now they're saying Phoebe Waller-Bridge, one of the hottest talents in Hollywood right now, has been attached to the film as well. What do you guys think? Is this movie going to happen? Will it not? What do you think about the addition of this actress? Jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.